Greetings and a warm welcome. How are we all feeling at the moment? Today we're working through resentment. And now we have all felt resentment for someone in our lives. And resentment is almost like holding a grudge. And it means that you have not let go. You have not let go of the situation. You have not let go of the outcome, and you have not let go of the person. Resentment is something that builds within us over time based on repeated behavior that we either find abhorrent or we find absolutely inappropriate that someone does over and over. And it could be done in a hurtful way when someone goes behind your back and you find out and they say, no, I won't do it again. It has to do with not being able to trust someone. And it also means that you have cared about that person and you have loved that person on a very, very deep level. But they have shown you the opposite of what you loved. And that is what causes you to intensely dislike them. It almost becomes hatred. Resentment borders on hatred. It's a grudge. It's something that we build up within ourselves when we do not like another person's behavior, or if they have gone out of their way to hurt us and to break our trust and to prove us wrong, that they are this amazing, lovely human being that we connected so well with. Resentment almost comes at a surprise. Resentment has a lot to do with disappointment. When you don't expect someone to behave in a specific way or to do the things that hurt you. And then when it happens, you become disappointed in them. You become disappointed in their behavior. And if they don't change or the relationship ends somehow, then resentment will start creeping in. And resentment will start building over time. And every time you hear about that person, every time you see that person, you have a negative feeling, a negative thought, and a negative belief as well. But the thing is with the resentment, it's also about feeling anger towards that person. And we only feel anger when we are truly hurt, when we are afraid, or if we are blocked by something, then we become angry and frustrated. So resentment, the emotions that come with resentment include anger as a protective way, a defensive way of protecting the self when someone you love has done something so wrong towards you. That disappointment translates into anger. But resentment can be very bad, very unhealthy, not good for the mind, not good for the psyche. It causes you to hold grudges, and that will poison your mind because resentment makes you bitter. Resentment is having bitterness towards a person. A wonderful, sweet memory that has turned sour, that has become bitter. And resentment can also happen when someone's not fulfilling their roles in a marriage or in a relationship or in a friendship. If you have a need in the relationship and you expect that person to fulfill it, and they are completely uncompassionate, they are inconsiderate, they don't think about your needs, they don't think about, okay, I clean the house today, can you please cook dinner? No. When people go against what you needed them to be, what you needed them to do for you, the needs that needed to be met, it feels like that person doesn't care. And it feels like that person may not love you the way you love them. And that's what causes you to become angry. That's what causes you to become bitter. It's fear of losing the relationship. And it creates a grudge that you just cannot seem to let go. When we hold grudges, we hold on to anger. We hold on to bitterness. We hold on to all of these negative emotions. And over time, it will start getting to you. Because the more resentment you hold against a person, the more willing you will be to hold resentment against other people. Having a sense of control in a relationship could also be a reason for resentment. Control issues and people not living up to your not fulfilling their roles in the relationship. And resentment can be very poisonous for a relationship. If you get in a fight with your partner or someone and they're not listening to your point and they're not hearing what you have to say and they're not willing to change, that resentment that builds up over time can cause the relationship to fail. And it could fail to the point of the relationship being irreparable. The relationship cannot be restored if it's built on resentment. And if you two just keep resenting each other all the time and you hate what the other person is doing, but you feel like you're stuck with them and you don't work through the issues, you don't work through the conflict, then yes, resentment can make your relationships irreparable. And also resentment is based on a result of consistent attitude and behavior. I don't care, that builds resentment. And not listening to the other person also builds resentment. When you show in your behavior that you are inconsiderate, that you don't take into account what the other person is thinking or saying or doing, and you just have an attitude of, I want what I want, then you're going to cause resentment in your relationship. Because it doesn't matter how much you love a person, you must still be treated right by the people you love, especially. And it poisons the mind. It poisons the psyche. It makes it difficult for you to create new relationships, to form new bonds, to be able to restore and maintain your inner peace. Because resentment drains your inner peace. That's why it's important to prioritize inner peace first. Prioritize peace over conflict. Even if you have to discuss your points, do it in a peaceful way. Don't look at conflict and deal with it in an angry way. Every time we get into a conflict and we need to discuss what was going on, we need to do it from a place of peace. And forgiveness, because forgiveness is really, really important to stop resentment, to say, okay, you know what, you're imperfect, I'm imperfect, I forgive you because I love you. But don't let people walk all over you. Don't let your forgiveness extend further than what is appropriate and what is okay and what is not okay. But resentment can also cause guilt. When something has happened in your life and you feel, if someone has passed and you weren't very appreciative of them and you had this resentment towards this person your whole life, and then they pass or they break off the relationship, it makes you feel almost guilty for not appreciating the person. And remember, resentment is a long-term thing. It doesn't just happen overnight. It happens over years and years, and people who have been married for tens of years have built up resentment in their marriages. And then they either stay in that marriage or they leave the marriage. But either way, there will be resentment. Remember, resentment is all about feeling unappreciated and ignored. So practice more forgiveness, starting within the self. Look to preserve your inner peace. Stop holding grudges. We are all imperfect. People will hurt you. It's just a natural order of life. So don't hold on to these things because they'll damage you for the long term. How do you relate? So remember, you are unique and valuable. Take care of that stunning person. Stay strong wherever you're from. You are worthy.